All right, today we're going to tackle a massive challenge that so many businesses face, that huge disconnect between all your customer data and your core operations. We're going to explore how SAP's S/4HANA Customer Management is designed to fix this, basically by merging these two worlds into one single, powerful system. And of course, what that means for your service, your sales, and yeah, your bottom line.
So let me just kick things off with a question that might hit a little close to home for some of you. Does it ever feel like your sales and service teams are operating on completely different planets? You know, one team has the sales history, the other has the service history, and trying to get one clear picture of a single customer feels like mission impossible. Well, that disconnect, that's the exact problem we're diving into today.
Okay, so first up, let's really break down this problem, the disconnected customer. We're going to look at the old siloed way of doing things that, let's be honest, a lot of companies are still stuck with. You'll see exactly why it creates so much inefficiency and, frankly, frustration for everybody.
So this is the classic and kind of painful setup, right? You've got your CRM system, your customer relationship management, where all the customer chats and history live. And then way over here, you have your ERP, the brains of the whole operation. When they're separate, it's a nightmare. You get duplicate data, you've got these clunky, fragile integrations that seem to break if you just look at them wrong, and forget about getting real-time analytics. This separation is the absolute root cause of slow, manual, and just plain inefficient service.
So, what's the alternative to all that chaos? Well, that brings us right to the solution, a truly unified system. Let's see what happens when you stop trying to duct tape these separate systems together and instead you embed customer management right into the heart of your business.
I mean, this comparison really says it all. On the left, you've got the old world of silos and headaches, but look at the right, that's the new reality. With S/4HANA Customer Management, the CRM is literally inside the core system. What does that mean? It means one single source of truth for all customer data. No more duplicates. Those fragile integrations, gone, replaced by a native connection. And because it all runs on the super powerful in-memory HANA database, you get real-time analytics. Those clunky manual processes, they're replaced by slick, mobile-friendly interfaces called Fiori apps. It's a complete shift from fragmented to truly integrated. And that right there, that's the holy grail. The goal is to get a true 360-degree view of your customer, not in some separate system, but right there inside your core ERP. This means your service team, your sales team, and your finance team are all looking at the exact same, up-to-the-second customer information. Now that's powerful.
So you might be wondering, how does this actually work? Under the hood. Great question. Let's jump into our next section and see how all these pieces connect to create that seamless experience.
Now, this isn't just one single tool. Think of it more like a comprehensive suite where everything is built to work together. You've got modules for service, for sales, for your call center, for your field technicians. They're all pulling from the same data pool and adding to the same customer story. And maybe the most powerful piece here is the customer analytics. It lets you see the actual profitability of a customer relationship in real time, based on every single service call and sale. Incredible.
Okay, let's make this real. Let's walk through how this actually works. A customer calls with a service request. Boom, that instantly creates a service order in the system. That order then helps schedule the perfect technician for the job. The tech is out on site using a mobile app to log their time and any parts they use. The very second they hit complete, all that data flows directly into the finance and sales modules, the FI/SD part, to automatically spit out a perfect, accurate invoice. It's one single, unbroken digital thread from the first call to the final payment. Now, theory and process flows are great and all, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's find out. In this next section, Making Service Excellent, we're going to look at a case study that shows the incredible impact this unified approach can have on a real business.
So let's talk about an HVAC company. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Their entire business lives and dies by how quickly and efficiently they can respond to customer needs. They were, you could say, the perfect candidate to really embrace this integrated model.
And their new process is just a perfect illustration of this integration in action. A service ticket comes in, it's created directly in the core system. A technician gets dispatched automatically. All the time, all the materials are tracked right there on site. And because every single step is captured in one system, they don't just get a faster invoice out the door, they can instantly analyze the profitability of every single service call. That's something that was pretty much impossible for them before. And here it is. Here's the payoff. By getting rid of all those manual handoffs and all that duplicate data entry, the company achieved a 30% faster service response time. Just let that sink in. In a super competitive industry where customers expect service now, being 30% faster isn't just a small improvement, it is a total game changer.
And, the benefits go way beyond just speed. When you have an integrated system like this, you can start tracking a whole bunch of other critical KPIs. You can measure your first-time fix rate, which tells you a lot about your service quality. You can monitor how well you're sticking to your service level agreements, or SLAs. You can even track things like annual maintenance contract renewals, and, maybe most importantly, the actual profit margin you're making per customer. This is the kind of data you need to run a truly intelligent service business. Now, a massive business transformation like this doesn't just happen on its own, right? It needs skilled people to make it happen and to manage it. So, what does this big shift mean for your career? Let's take a look at the new opportunities this unified world is creating.
This shift is creating a huge demand for a whole new breed of roles. Companies are desperate for people who get it, who know how to bridge that gap between the customer-facing world of CRM and the back-office world of ERP. We're seeing a huge rise in demand for roles like S4 HANA customer management consultants, field service management specialists, and solution architects who can actually design these incredible end-to-end service processes.
So what do you need in your career toolkit for this new era? Well, it's really a blend of skills. Of course, you need the technical knowledge of sales and CRM, but you also need a really deep understanding of the entire customer service journey from start to finish. You got to be comfortable with modern cloud tools and the Fiori user experience, and probably most importantly, you need those communication skills to be the bridge between what the business wants and what the technology can deliver.
I really think this quote just nails it. It perfectly summarizes the entire journey we've been talking about. It's all about moving beyond just reacting to problems as they pop up. When you have unified data, you can start to predict what your customers will need. And with embedded analytics and AI, you can move towards a truly intelligent service model, where you're proactively solving issues before your customer even knows they have one. So we'll end on this question right here. This integration of customer and core business data, it's not just another technical upgrade. It's a fundamental shift in business strategy. It's all about putting a complete, real-time understanding of your customer at the absolute center of everything you do. So the question is your business ready for that shift?